What up, world? How you feeling? How you living? It's your main man, Tori and Terrell. And I'm in here with my brother, Duke.
Yeah.
My little sis, Toria. And you have now tuned into a virtual Preppyboi's World of Podcast. Everybody say, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Dick, man. How y'all doing, man? It's been a little bit since we did the podcast. We actually been trying to do the podcast for like a little bit, but the audio situation screwed up a lot of shit. But hopefully, we back on track and everything. So much to talk about. You know what I'm saying? What do we talk about? Dive right into it. What do we talk about? Wait, my fault. How's y'all New Year going so far? Happy New Year to y'all. You know what I'm saying? He said, fellas.
Wow.
How y'all New Year's going so far?
It's going, man. This shit still feels like fucking. It doesn't feel new.
No, it doesn't.
It feels like you was freaking shit, man.
Hey, for me, it's just another day, man. For real. Duke?
Has been good so far. I went out of town for 2 years.
Crazy.
I had to. It was fun. Having time. Came back. 2021 is like a good dude, just a bad lover, turn a good girl to a mad woman. It's not 2020 because it's not as depressing.
Right. Well, 2020 came unexpectedly. All that should have happened to me. It came unexpected.
Yeah. 2021 is a little bit more razzle dazzle.
I didn't want a relationship. I just want a relationship. No strings attached.
Well, I know we wasn't here for y'all to talk about a lot of shit that was going on in 2020, but I want to talk about some of that shit and go into the shit that's going on now in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Toria Duke, like, like the state of our government and all this shit that's going on with the little situation that happened in DC a week ago or a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at the Capitol, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they wasn't this color. Because if it was this color, everybody been shot on sight. DOA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
They wouldn't line up to the fucking gate or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Shit. Like.
You guys ever been to Washington, D.C., like that part of Washington?
Not yet. I want to go.
I went on a trip in April, and when I tell you, that entire place was like, none of that could take place at any other time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they did, like, as far as go actually inside the Capitol, was, like, ridiculous. Like, people laugh at it now like it's funny, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't supposed to happen like that.
No.
Because
that's why they say it was an invite. They was invited to do something.
It basically was.
Right.
Like, they literally just walked in there, barely any resistance. I mean, they might have had, like, I think I counted, like, maybe 6 cops on the steps.
Mm.
Like, that's crazy. It's crazy.
The videos of the guards on the inside. Now that was funny to me because some of them were just backing up by themselves and everything, and they was trying not to use their guns and stuff. But it was one black dude that just kept running and running till he got regrouped with his people, and then it was like 5 cops against like a dozen or more so of angry Trumpers. You know what I'm saying? And the shit was hilarious to see. That was the only thing that was funny to me, to see that dude typically doing what a lot of cats do, a lot of cowards do in the hood. They run until you get around their crew.
Well, what he a few days later, a story came out that he was actually doing that on purpose because he was leading that mob away from the actual. He was leading them away from like actual politicians and Pelosi and all of them, like, because they were there, so he was leading them away. Okay, so that's why That's why when he bagged up, he went all the way up the steps. And
Right.
was, pretty much almost provoking them. And then he finally got, because he got to a floor where the rest of the police were. So
Right.
it wasn't like he was just going back himself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was calculated that he did that.
All right, because I swear I thought he was just running yellow. It was like
That's what it looked like.
Tori.
That's what he definitely heard.
Miss Peachy T. What's your thoughts on it?
It's fucking crazy, man. Like it's been so many examples of blatant double standards and racism and everything else that goes on, but this is nothing new, honestly. I mean, what did we expect?
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to wake up and see that.
I was expecting some arrests. I was expecting some.
But were we really though? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Were we really though?
Yes. I mean, this is the irony of it all. Like, this is what makes it crazy is that those people that were supposedly rushing in there were like Trump supporters, racist Trump supporters.
Mm-hmm.
But like the last year or maybe year and a half, we've heard them say nothing but all lives matter, blue lives matter.
Yeah.
Who would be in there fighting that day? Blue lives, right?
I guess that's officers, the police officers.
It only applies when they're talking about colored people. I mean, come on now. It's not surprising. The only time that shit matters is when it's against us. When we're saying Black Lives Matter, that's when every other fucking color and freaking occupation in the fucking universe counts. But this was a huge example that it's all bullshit. Like, they don't care about fucking blue lives. They don't care about fucking all lives. That shit only matters to them when it comes to us.
Yeah.
They only care about themselves and their agendas, whatever those are. Because they never come with, like, this is what we want. Because they already have what they want.
I honestly think that this was already planned and premeditated. You know what I'm saying? Because the way it happened, you know what I'm saying? Now, you can tell when riots and shit is like...
on the inside, low-key.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And
like, it was like one of those, like, with the school shooter, there was a text that sent out, like, hey, don't come in today.
Right.
It's about to go down. It's like one of those.
Right, and...
That's how I feel. Because there's no fucking way that would have went down with the right people there.
They found evidence that there was a few politicians in on it, like one from Arizona.
That's fucked. That's fucked
yeah.
up.
There was one from like Wisconsin or Wyoming or some shit. It was a few like high level politicians in on it.
That's crazy. And I heard Pence was in the building, but he was in a bunker somewhere hiding out.
Trump was too.
Oh, okay. I thought Trump was somewhere playing golf.
No, he was. They were wilding it like it was a fucking Super Bowl. You didn't see the video?
I saw it, but then I was like, man, I was disgusted by it. Because I knew better that if it was us, we all would have been dead on the right. We'd have been walking dead right there. You know, that was my biggest thing. Like, man, like this guy can walk into this secure space with no problem, but let us just walk across the street by it. Guns are out on us like, fuck.
We don't need to do that, man.
Yeah.
But they got him at night, though. I guess night shift was like, well, okay, we ain't on that shit. Whatever y'all did in the morning, that was the morning.
Right.
Night shift came out there and was laying shield to face out there.
Shit, they won't play. It was one cop that was crushed. He was being crushed in the door. And he was like screaming. He was like, ah! I mean, it wasn't funny because, you know what I'm saying? I'm claustrophobic, and just looking at it, my anxiety went through the roof. I'm like, my God, I can't.
Listen, if I was a cop that day, I would body in there.
Oh, look at that. Hey, I'm Duke. Look at me. Look at your man. Ladies, I'm here. I'm here. But yeah, like that was like, it was scary to see, and just imagine if you know, like, man, like I'm severely claustrophobic just looking at it. Like, I had to turn the TV off because I'm like, that's just too many damn people. I have a point to get across, but they ain't trying to get across that bad. Why I gotta fucking stand in a crowd full of people pushing a damn door? I'm not in it. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, y'all fight that battle. That's not me. You know what I'm saying?
This is really crazy times, man. Like,
people, this is revelation.
Politics, the fucking people are on edge.
They are.
And we've been on edge for a long fucking time now.
I mean,
and it's just getting more and more out of control. But honestly, I don't understand how most of us are so surprised that this shit happened or they were able to pull this shit off.
I think the fact that it's probably not surprising to some, but the ones that really weren't thinking about it, it took them off guard.
Yeah.
It took them off guard because it was like, what the fuck? White people are acting a fool for this motherfucker? Really? You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time we gave a fuck about Trump is when he gave us those stimulus. So, I mean, with these white people are willing to die for him. You know what I'm saying? And granted, I'm a big fan of Barack Obama and Michelle, but I ain't finna die for him like these white motherfuckers finna die for Trump. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do it. You know?
Trump was their hero. Like, he was just one of those guys that was like, you know, he know who the majority was. He knew who the majority was in America.
Right.
Which was the white, you know, the white people and even the lower class white people. Like, even though he didn't give a fuck about anybody in the lower class, he still had their attention because he shitted on us.
True.
He shitted on Hispanics. Like, that was his whole
MO.
That was his whole niche.
Right.
So this whole shit was like,
build a wall and all this other shit.
I care about y'all. I don't care about them. I care about y'all. That was his whole thing. He didn't say it in those words, but I mean, reactions and certain words, yeah, that's basically what he said. So,
all I give a fuck is my man gave me a stimulus. I'm cool. I didn't need it, but shit. You know, my wife.
I never got one.
Yeah.
And didn't they say, like, you got to pay that back through your taxes? Like,
man, shit, I don't know. I pay rent.
I read the fine line. Every time these people come out here and want to give you something.
Free money.
But it's attached to some bullshit. So
True.
I read the fine line. That shit said basically you get it, but
yeah,
on
pay
your
it back.
next tax, it's going to be deducted on your next tax return.
You know what? A situation like that happened when Bush was in. So, me and my wife went to go do our taxes, and we got back double. You know what I'm saying? Like double, like 5 digits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like shocked. My fault, not 5. Yeah. Yeah, 5 digits. And I was shocked as hell. 'Cause I'm like, I ain't never seen this much coming on taxes. But I guess it was due to us having kids and everything. You know what I'm saying? It was that year you came to our old house. You know what I'm saying? The year, yeah. So that was crazy. I didn't expect it. So I guess it's just a thing that presidents do. I think Biden finna do the same thing.
I don't know, man.
But
we can't control that though. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, I ain't trying to control it. Give me free money. Well, I ain't gonna say it's free, but
it's not optional. I mean, once it's in your account, that's it. It's in your fucking account.
Exactly.
Like, you can't be like, oh, never mind, I'm good.
Well,
just keep this. Like, it just happens.
Well, this year was different because we woke up and it was in our account. We was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the perfect situation. You know what I'm saying? We got paid, got a stimulus. We was like, oh boy. You know? He was like, oh fucking boy. But we're gonna switch it up, get off the other bullshit, and we're gonna talk some fun shit. Let's talk some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about how ain't shit open. We can't party like we want to. you know, Duke with the party, but I have not partied in 2 years yet.
party?
I've just had gatherings. I had a few people over. I've been to a friend's house for New Year's Eve. It was their housewarming last New Year's
You
Eve.
was Kyrie Irving then, huh?
I guess.
I forget. Tori don't know who basketball players are. I forget these things.
Yeah, I don't follow sports.
You should.
Well, gymnastics, but not like basketball and whatever the fuck else you guys.
Oh, you follow cricket? You're like, oh, cricket!
Well, my thing is with all of this, like, it varies state by state.
Right.
I was in Houston and the shit was open, but at the same time, they still had mask requirements for everywhere you went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, your ass is up there looking like a supermodel. Talking about, hey, it's me. Look at me. Turtleneck on, chains, nigga, whatever. I ain't see one mask on your ass. Hey, Duke, I ain't see one mask on your ass. I'm like, where this nigga mask at?
I had on a mask.
All I saw was ass and titties in the background.
So you have a mask on, come in, and then they check the temperature. Then after that, you can get off or leave it on. I took mine off because it's like ain't nobody really in each other's face, so it's like what's the point of this shit?
No, you look like what the surroundings you had, like nobody was around you.
Like an open club you were in?
It was like a what do you call that? Like a hall, like where you have like reception. It was fucking huge.
Like a bank hall?
Yo, that shit.
Yeah. But like they had like shit. It was at first it was a stand up thing going on at first up until like around 11:30, and then they moved the chairs out the way, and then it became like they turned it into a like a dance floor / club. But it was nice though. Had a good time. I didn't get sick, by the way. So
Thank God.
I have not gotten sick once.
Knock on wood. Knock on your head, Tori. Knock on wood.
I haven't gotten sick at all.
I'm safe, man. I have people over, but it's a whole freaking come in, take your shoes off, wash your hands, put your phones off, and then we're gonna party.
World, you know what's fucked up? I love these two to death. But I would not let these motherfuckers in my goddamn house because I don't want to get this shit.
But I've seen people, like, while I'm driving, I have seen truck drivers, like, walk into places without their mask on. They sit down and eat. They coughing everywhere. Like, I see the neglect for anybody else's, like, you know.
Yeah.
I do.
There's a lot of anti-maskers, unfortunately. Still to this day.
I see that. I see that often.
Fuck them losers, man. They want to die. Look like the truck driver. Hey, they look like the truck. They like the truck driver off Resident Evil at the beginning, eating a cheeseburger.
A lot of them do. But I'm still not taking that vaccine.
You know what? I'm not even unless that shit finna give me a. Hey.
Like the flu shot. I feel like once you take it, you're gonna end up having the first. Because now there's a whole new round of it, a stronger
dose.
COVID-19 or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah, the second wave is stronger. Hey, if I ain't finna turn into Media Man and I'm about to fight the Golden Lords, I don't want the shit. Fuck it.
Damn, the lady video I saw, she took the shit and she said by day 3 she couldn't feel her leg, and by day 4, I think she said later on that day, like both
what?
of them.
Wait, what? You just could feel her fucking leg. Wait, whoa. See? Prime example. That's why I ain't touching that shit. Nah.
What?
That's why I ain't touching that shit. You said the lady couldn't feel her leg?
She couldn't feel her left leg. And then her second leg went out, like, later on that night. She went to the ER, and she was in the ER, and that's when she started recording because her left leg, like, she finally got to walking again. But now her left leg shakes. So when she walks, she's literally like damn near like
twerking.
Shaking and vibing.
That motherfucker twerking.
And then she was laying down. Her right leg started shaking. Like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck want to take?
Hey, you know what? I think Trump never had it, and Pence ass. You ain't heard. I ain't seen Pence since he took that fucking shot. That motherfucker, goddamn it, somewhere underground turned into a zombie or some shit with flies on him.
If they
Yeah, no.
They
Look how fast he recovered.
I don't think he recovered. I think they still, you know how they do. They freaking prep him up and still send him out. Like, I don't think.
Listen, if you got it, you shouldn't be out nowhere. That motherfucker was out and about, smoking weed, playing golf, fucking bitches, grabbing him by the pussy. He was doing something. Fuck all that.
My thing is, like, when you get, let's say you have COVID, they tell you go home.
They just tell you to wait at home, drink some tea, they give you some antibiotics, and then just wait it out for fucking 2 weeks.
Antibiotics.
Well, what the fuck is that gonna do?
I don't know. It's like fucking, I know a few people who got it, and I feel like the way they're going about trying to prevent it, I was like wearing a mask, gloves, and sanitizer and all this shit. But once you got it, it's like, okay, so just stay home. Like, that's it. There's no type of freaking, like, actual protocol for it. It's just like, okay, well, yeah, you got it. And stay home, drink some tea, and feel better.
I'm gonna be a fucking dick to everybody. Hey, I got a can of Lysol on me every fucking day. I spray myself when I'm outside. I spray myself when I'm on the inside. I spray my kids. I spray my wife. I spray all them nasty motherfuckers. Fuck that.
I have a whole shelf now full of Clorox wipes. I freaking picked up. Well, it's been 2 per person, so me and Eric picked up 3 each. So I got a whole freaking bundle of them right now. Like,
y'all know it's better to open from the inside out and not the outside in.
It don't fucking matter, man. Hey, fuck all that. I don't give a fuck. Look, hey,
I'm telling you.
Duke, your ass come over here. Your ass taller. Hey, Duke is tall as fuck. Duke ass is tall as Shaq. So the fucking air don't hit his tall ass. See his tall looking ass nigga. Fuck all that. It don't hit you. Hey, I'm just saying.
From the inside out.
COVID is a virus. You fight viruses from the inside out. You're not gonna, like, if you get COVID, you're not gonna sit there and start washing your hands anymore and it go away. Is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, well, it's pretty much like the flu. Like, once you got it, you got it. That's it.
Yeah, once you have it, you can fight it from the inside out. Is what I'm saying. All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I can't fight what I can't see. Fuck that. But we go switch it up. We gonna switch it up. And Toria, you have any topics that we should talk about? This is the period where we let Toria do her thing, and we go in what Toria talking about. So what you want to talk about, Mom?
I started watching this new show.
It's not new. It's not Brentington.
It's not new. Actually, what?
It's not Brentington or whatever, is it?
No.
Okay.
No. I didn't watch any of that.
I say watch it. Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I just started watching this show. I think it just ended. Vikings. That's the show.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
It's a pretty good show. It's on Amazon Prime. Well, it's on Prime Video and it's on Hulu. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I still have yet to get into Fargo.
I'm gonna get to that just because Chris Rock is so.
I have to be. See, when I start a new series, I have to be in the mood to start it because the first episode, there's always a lot of shit going on. You know, it's a lot of new characters, and you're just trying to follow the fucking story. By like the second and third episode, then you're committed. But I really have to be in the mood to actually pay attention to it.
Right.
What's the program?
Oh, we're talking about Fargo, and we're talking about TV shows we watched. That we are watching right now.
I just started watching Vikings.
I'm on season 6 of that.
Yeah, like I said, it's about to end now, I think. But
y'all about to hate me though. I'm still on season 1 of the first episode, so
Of Vikings?
Yeah.
It's good.
But I saw it. I saw like 2 years ago. That's the last time I saw it, and
you're the best part of that whole thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm on season 2. I still like it.
It's not down for me, but it's still okay. It's still watchable.
Well, yeah.
We're talking about this movie Soul. I still have yet to watch it. I thought it was a short at first, but everyone has an opinion about it. One of the opinions, which I'm kind of torn on, is that it seems like every not Disney movie of color, because you have Moana, you have Brave, you have other Disney movies of color, but every black
Oh, you talking about Soul?
Movie, it's either about like it's not us, like it's animals, it's spirits,
it's cartoons.
No, yeah, it's cartoons.
Yeah.
It's not really us being represented for throughout the whole movie.
Right, they can't represent us. They have to represent us as a cartoon or something animated rather than natural and us being human form. Right, I feel you.
I'm kind of torn on it, honestly. I feel like, you know,
my kids love it.
At this point, we are getting better at having our type of representation. Yes, they are mostly shorts. Like there's this one called, I don't think it's called Hair, but it's something along the lines of like this little girl, and she has like her big poofy natural hair, and her mom away, and she's trying to like tame it, and her dad's having issues, and they actually take the time to like learn her hair and do it. And then she goes to visit her mom in a hospital, and she's like, you know, I think she had cancer or something.
Ah, okay.
But something like that is really cool. Like, it's a real representation, and it's not your typical, like, you know, it actually has us in the light as being normal fucking human beings.
Right.
And not it being a catch, like, oh, dad's in jail, or dad's missing, or any type of, like, stereotype. It just shows us going through normal, everyday shit that we deal with. And I think that's fucking beautiful. As far as Soul, I gotta check it out for myself to see what everyone's talking about. They're also put into a whole thing where it's him supporting his white co-star or his white best friend, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, I go off the kids. If my kids love it, I think I'm gonna love it. You know what I'm saying?
Your kids watched it?
Yeah, well, my son watched it. My daughter didn't watch it. My son said he said he likes it, but he halfway through it. He went from that to going to watching Power Rangers. So, life of a 10-year-old. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Duke, have you watched WandaVision yet?
No.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I watched it earlier. The first episode, it's like they're trying to introduce, but they're taking too long trying to introduce. We know who Wanda and Vision is. It's like they're trying to take too long to introduce them to other people, and these other people that's part of this, right? Universe. Right, and it's kind of that first episode. I haven't watched the second one, but my boy told me the second episode is a lot better than the first one. So I ain't gonna take his word, but until I see it, but yeah.
But this is just a continuation from Endgame, so.
But watching it, I thought it was picking up from Infinity War because you remember Wanda and Vision was in London, right? So he was living a whole different life. Endgame, they say anything about Endgame in there? I don't even.
They're picking it up after Endgame.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the comic books and Wanda's powers, but she has reality warping powers.
Right.
So he could change reality.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think trick is to that show is that Vision is not really there.
So he's a ghost because he's dead, right?
No, he's not a ghost. He would be a physical, like that's her ability. Like she could make him appear. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a manifestation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like so, she manifested. He manifested the show type of atmosphere that he's doing that from her head. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what they're leading up to. But in the comics, when she went crazy, she basically imagined like a world where her and Quicksilver,
her brother,
her brother were like they were like royal family, and Magneto, because Magneto is actually her father, like in the comics.
Wow. And
so he was like the king of America. There wasn't a president. There was a king. He was the king of America, and the only person that, because like just like in the show, like there were people there that knew about what the world should look like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that one person was Wolverine, because his brain, his body heals. So when whatever she did, like, I guess, Wolverine's body healed that part of his brain, where the other people were just like, she broke something in their brain, and they think they're this person on this job. So Wolverine healed up, and he figured out, like, yo, this isn't supposed to be like real life. This isn't real life. And so he wound up going and fighting all of them, and like she got upset and pretty much wiped all of the mutants off the face of the planet.
Damn.
And
so she that damn powerful.
Yeah, she that strong. This was in the comics, but yeah, she's that strong.
Oh, okay.
But what happened was that she didn't wipe all of them out because she couldn't kill all of them, because it's the comics. You're not going to kill all of them.
Right.
So, but it was a small number left after that, and that literally, like, it's called the House of M. That's what that was called, House of M. And if you notice on one of the bottles of wine that she was pouring in one of the episodes, it had House of M on the bottle, like
in the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a copy.
So,
yeah. I don't know in the show, but in some type of way, everything is taking place in her head, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's crazy. She's nutso!
Yeah, she's
hey, so what y'all think is gonna happen with this Black Panther? Like, man, like they talking about bringing Killmonger back.
I really hope they bring his sister in as a new.
I mean, in the comic, that's what she is. She's a new heir to the throne.
I feel like that'll be a great. Well, that's how it happens.
Disney can't. Disney cannot Disney Black Panther like they do other characters that aren't coming back to their franchise.
Right.
They can't just say, "Oh, this happened, that happened, and now she's." There needs to be some type of scene or something to commemorate his memory and his presence for that franchise. Like, you have to have something for that. Like, you can't just write a few sentences in a script and think that's going to satisfy fans.
Well, I think
we'll go through like a whole thing, but isn't technically he's back?
Who? Killmonger?
Everyone came back in.
Well, no, Killmonger's dead.
No, she's talking about Black Panther.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The character. But he came back because he got snapped out, but he came back. My guess is that they're gonna.
Maybe this is during like the period when he was gone, because that was over a course of 7 years. That everyone was gone before
5 years. 5 years.
What the name happened before the whole snap happened. So maybe that's like based on the whole like while he was gone, and then she became,
I've read that they said that Black Panther had got killed by this enemy that they're supposed to fight now. That Shuri, and I guess they're gonna bring back Killmonger to help her or help the villain try to kill Black Panther or whatever. I forgot his name, but it's in the comic. He's like a big villain of them. I think he's with Aquaman or some shit like that. I forgot his name.
Namor?
Yeah, Namor. Yeah, but I don't know if it's him, but they said it was another villain. I think it was the villain that was in Fantastic Four 2 that Silver Surfer was working for.
The Doom?
Yeah. No, not Doom, but that mist that came into the world, the Eater of Worlds.
Galactus.
Galactus, yeah. So they said that I don't know. I'm not. Don't quote me on it, but they says this is a bigger threat that you're gonna bring. The guy that was trying to capture Spider-Man, the animal guy, the hunter. They said it's gonna be like 3 villains in Black Panther now. that Shuri gonna have to fight.
That's crazy.
So yeah, he said one of them killed Black Panther. So this is why the power got passed on to her. So.
Well, I hope it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. If Disney got anything to do with it.
I have a small side note to the whole. What's the last movie? Was that? No, that was Endgame. The last one.
Yeah, Endgame. Yeah, was the last one.
I have a whole freaking thing that no one ever talks about, and it's kind of awkward and shit.
It may not be because we may be on the same page about it.
Half of the freaking every living thing was gone, right? And they just randomly, magically came back, right? Every.
Well, I think the government knew. The government knew because Nick Fury disappeared. The government knew.
But I'm saying everyone who disappeared came back 5 years later as if nothing happened, right? So imagine the people like the husbands, the wives, the kids, the girlfriends, whoever, living through their spouse being gone for 5 years, remarrying, having new kids, whatever the fuck, and then your ex, widow, whatever the fuck, deceased spouse came back out of nowhere to find you married with 3 kids or, moved on or whatever the fuck. Or, like, the new CEO is now, like, the old CEO came back and it's like, well, bruh, I'm running this company now, so I don't know how to fuck you. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, but, the way...
I think about this
they kept Nick Fury's position open for him. They figured it was something. I mean, if the Avengers were with the government or just with the Shield or whatever, I'm sure the government had to know something and had to tell people something. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I think they just brought him back and was like, no,
sorry to have your job. I'm the new freaking president of this company, so
damn.
But here's the real issue, because that's the part of it. But here's the real issue. Half the world is gone, right? That means jobs are down 50% or more.
Yeah.
Like, actually more, because even if you take 50% of everybody off, that doesn't mean those 50% were working. So it's going to be more, actually. So you have all those people come back, there's no jobs, bro.
True.
What did y'all do? 5 years?
Hey, why the fuck are we fucking analyzing fictional?
That's the real shit that people have to do is
True, but this is the Marvel world. Like,
I know, but that's some real freaking. That's crazy. Once you think about it,
I still didn't like either one of those movies. I like Infinity War a little bit, but they was both disappointing at the end of the day to me.
Right. Nah, Captain. I was actually surprised more with Captain Marvel. I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I actually enjoyed it.
He had the best scene out of both movies.
Who? Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Captain America.
Oh yeah.
I was disappointed.
I didn't watch any of the Captain America movies.
You should his backstories with it. Like I love watching because then I put all the Iron Man and Captain Americas I watch, the backstories all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, okay. That's why.
HBO Max got fucking, and this ain't no ad, but HBO Max got a lot of shit coming.
Pay us, goddammit.
They got Kong versus Godzilla.
Yep.
They got fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League finally coming.
Oh, if it says that one, man, I'm gonna look at it tonight.
Nah, they got it coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They got another installment for the what's that lady's name? She does the Conjuring. Her and her husband.
Oh, the Nun. Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Can't think of the name.
They got another one of those coming.
Mm-hmm. It's Torian shit.
They got a lot of shit.
Guys,
did y'all check out Wonder Woman in 1984? Did y'all check that out?
Yeah,
that shit was actually good. It was actually good.
It was decent.
Yeah.
I like the cheetah chick too.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
they should-
Well, I think she kept her powers anyway. She didn't make. Well, what you call it? She didn't make that wish. He did. She didn't. You know, I think he said, "I wish, take back my powers," or whatever he said. She did. She just looked crazy because she knew her powers was gone, but they really weren't gone because she didn't make the wish.
I thought she gave hers up because didn't her cheetah shit go away?
Yeah, her face went away, but everything else she didn't. Nothing else. I don't think nothing else went away. He said, "I wish everything go back to where it was," but everybody in the world wished that back. She didn't. She wanted to be Wonder Woman. She wanted her life. Yeah. That's what I got from it. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I thought she gave it up. They never had no dialogue about it, but I don't know.
You guys didn't watch Studio Ghibli, right?
What's that?
Studio
Ghibli?
Not familiar. See, look, why she bring us up like Studio Ghibli?
I feel like it's men, makeup, and feathers. I just got a feeling. I promise you. What is Studio Ghibli about?
Tuang Fu?
It was actually back at, don't quote me, I think it's like early 2000s, late 90s.
Oh yeah, when you was born, right?
It's like a genre of movies that did. They're like anime based, so there's like a mixture of anime and Disney.
Oh wow!
So think of Avatar. Think of like freaking Full Metal Alchemist, like anime like that, except in like a Disney movie form.
Shit. I'll YouTube it tonight. You know.
I wouldn't be interested.
I mean, it's you guys are.
Say it, and
you guys have your own theme that you watch. But I will say HBO Max is freaking busted right now because it has Mad TV.
Born in '96, but she was born in '96. But you talking about she saw Mad TV in '99.
Yes, Mad TV started out in '95. I was 2. I started watching.
You was in the ball sack.
Oh fuck you! I was 2 years old. Your ass is probably like freaking 25, 30.
Wrong.
Facts.
Wrong.
No, but I fucking love Mad TV. And we were talking about it before, but I'm gonna mention it for the freaking podcast. That I did not know the first 2 seasons were so freaking racy.
Yeah, they had to compete.
They get the word with a hard R, like they say Negro, like shit.
Yeah.
That's been
They had to compete with SNL. SNL was number one. You wanted anything to top SNL. That's what everybody was about. Living Color, Mad TV, all that.
I watched Living Color. I never watched not one episode of freaking Saturday Night Live.
I mean, certain seasons are good, and I only watch it when they got a certain host on there. You know.
Now the jokes, they really go in. Like back then, they made jokes about Michael Jackson. They made jokks about Eddie Murphy. Something about him being a transsexual at the time, or whatever it was. They made fun of a lot of other people. Bill Clinton at the time.
Y'all need to bring that back. SNL is kind of boring, but
they can't bring Mad TV back.
I mean, I'm sure of it. Not now. Oh wait, not now.
We're so fucking sensitive today that shit would be canceled.
Oh hell yeah!
Dixie Wentworth would be out of a job.
For real.
I fucking love Mad TV. I just started season 4 with Michael McDonald.
Stuart, stop! No! Leave me alone. Yes. Stop! Oh, Ford Volcano. The dog.
Oh, you guys remember?
Yeah, can't do the A lady.
Nope. Everybody too sensitive now. He looking like a man.
He looked like a man.
But you know what?
They really cool with freaking Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, Chris Rock was on there for a little bit, wasn't he?
No, it was the guy that was playing Chris Rock.
Was it Phil Lamar or was it? It wasn't Aries.
Latoya Jackson was on there.
Oh, she sure fucking was.
There.
That's the only show that. That's the only show that I let her be on there though.
What's her name? Pamela. Pamela.
Anderson.
Pamela.
Pamela Lee.
Anderson.
No, the chick from Foxy Brown.
Pamela.
Oh.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier, she was on there.
Pam Grier still look good.
I was whacking into Pam Grier up until
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Damn, what movie was that? What movie?
Coffee Brown. Coffee Brown.
Coffee Brown.
I think it'll be Coffee Brown.
She did a movie recently?
No.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, she's still banging. Like, man, can't Pam Grier.
You need to look up how she looks today. But man. She's
She gay. What?
No, she's I just said she's amazing.
Yeah, she is amazing. She dope. But
so many memories. Like Saturday nights back in my day. Saturday nights used to consist of Maximum Exposure at 9:00, and then Maskey at 10, and we'll be
at Seventh Heaven, huh?
Like Mike Tyson.
It's not unusual. I'll be there for you.
I'm trying to think. When did In Living Color used to come on? We used to be around it.
Oh yeah, they come at 7:00. 7:00, and then right after a Michael Jackson video show, they'll show a Michael Jackson video.
Because that shit was.
We used to go in on people. Like when Jim Carrey did that one song about that white guy.
Who, Vanilla Ice?
But he didn't.
Oh,
Jim Carrey, he did a song where it's and it's the boom boom girl.
Oh, I'm the boom boom down. Snow. Snow, yeah.
And then what's her name? One of the Wayne's sister.
Kim.
Yeah, which song did she make fun of? It was a house music.
Yahadi yada da yabba dabba doo ha ha ha. No.
They used to make fun of all our
good songs. Shabba ranks, Mr. Ugly Man, Shabba. Shabba. Hey man, and Living Color had that on lock. They had that on lock.
Mr. Ugly Man.
Mr. Ugly Man. Oh, Shabba.
They were stupid.
For real.
This was lit, bro. Like we had, just imagine, we had a Living Color, Martin, motherfucking Fresh Prince,
yep,
Mad TV. He had motherfucking Death Comedy
Jam, Homeboys in Outer Space,
the Apollo.
Yeah,
like, we had a lot of shit that was lit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Send me your fucking hall.
Yeah.
Man, we had all that shit.
We had a lot of shit. We had a lot.
I'll tell you one thing. I was young. That was like the first 7 years of my life, but I grew up in that shit.
Did.
So that is like, I may have been like, within my first 7 years, but that's my life, man. I fucking love the 90s.
Yeah. But the 2000s was your era, though.
Yeah, it was.
That shit was
horrible.
Like the birthday line and fucking freaking Joker and all them, like play on fucking radio. Like I remember that shit.
When GCI was popping, what were you saying, dude?
I said from 2000 to 2013, that shit was corny as fuck.
Yeah, man. That's just.
Excuse me. I would give about the first 3 years of 2000 or 2003.
No, you know what?
After that, that's when it was kind of like me.
When Jay-Z was rocking from 2000 to 2003, she right, like 2003, that's when it fell off. Because Jay-Z had album after album after album.
Ronnie, Destiny's Child, fucking Aaliyah, Miss Missy
Get your
Elliott.
independent ass out of here. Question?
Fucking, that was cool as fuck in the early 2000s.
After Blueprint,
Off scene, period. Oh my fucking god. Blade. I mean, come on, man. But that was 90s, I think. Blade.
no, Blade was like 2008 or some shit.
No, the fuck is it?
Well, you gotta do that.
Now,
Blade, the first Blade, that was like the 90s golf scene. Like, fuck.
That was Toria's coming out party. I'm gothic.
right. I know the X-Men.
That was 98. 98, the first Blade came out.
98, I was 5 fucking years old. Men in Black.
Damn, Toria. Yo, young ass. Yo, young ass. But,
And still ain't got no culture.
Hey, I ain't say it. I ain't say it, man.
This show culture started in the fucking 60s.
Damn.
Your old ass, fuck you.
Damn.
My culture started in the crack era.
Hey, man.
Nah.
Uh,
Nah, bro. That's your problem now. You ain't got no goddamn respect. Look at you.
Trust me.
damn, dog. Your last say about you, dog. Your last say shit about you, dog. But,
So good.
we gonna cut the show kind of short, and we're gonna hit y'all with some more shit. Hopefully this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you got anything, any lasting, anything to tell the world?
Kiss my ass, get money, and love your family. That's it.
Toria, that's some shit.
His mask, wear a mask.
Hey,
Wear a mask, wash your hands, be safe, y'all. And be litty.
Lord, y'all be safe, be blessed. Namaste, and I'm gonna leave y'all with these lasting words.
Look, man, I gotta get back to the streets where I come from, sucker.
And with that being said, see y'all later.
I don't know.
It was a scene from Black Dynamite. It was a scene from Black Dynamite where his brother was getting said, he's like, "Look here, sucker, I got to get back from." It makes me laugh every time I see it. I'll send it to y'all, but it was a scene from Black Dynamite, where his brother got gunned down. But be safe, y'all. Be blessed, and we will see y'all again, hopefully this weekend. All right, y'all. Namaste. Peace. Preppyboi's World. Out for my brother Duke, my little sister Toria.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
So a black dude getting shot was the funniest part to you.
I'll send it to you, bro. I'll see the whole scene, man. It's hilarious, man. I got to get back from the streets. He said, I got to get back to the streets where I come from, suckers. That's how he said. But, hey, y'all. Peace. Love y'all, man. Holla back. Oh, wait. Dude, your socials, man.
C_Egyptian 13 is my Instagram. From there, you can find me on everything else. So, yeah.
Nigga said Egyptian. Don't even look like a sphinx. Toria. Toria. Oh, I forgot. Toria got a book of shit. Dot. Well, y'all know y'all can follow y'all boy everywhere. And me and Duke is on Clubhouse. You can follow us anywhere. You can follow my shit. It's Preppyboi for life. PREPPY BOI 4 LYFE. Twitter, Instagram, Clubhouse, Snapchat. Fuck with me. You know I got it. Toria, you got your shit?
No.
Peachy T. You follow Peachy T on Instagram.
Shit.
And that's it. And yeah, man. Follow the camp, man. Preppyboi's World Podcast.
Stars behind her. Look at the stars behind you. Behind her.
You know what STAR stands for backwards, right? Rats. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.